Hello, Assalamu alaikum friends. I am Hussain Laghari, and as you know, we are implementing our capacity building project, and it's our English class. Ms. Shamila is here, and she has to deliver her lecture. I would like to ask Ms. Shamila to start her lecture, and she will continue. So, Ms. Shamila, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I think you may start now.
Okay, sir. Assalamu alaikum everyone else, and I hope that all are fine. Now today we are going to discuss about the sentence structure. As you know that there are many types of sentences: affirmative, negative, negative, and questions, many more. But on the other hand, if you are talking about sentence structure, so that you will see over there are always 3 to 4 types of sentences, which we should remember that these are the sentences. Sir, I cannot see the slides. All right. So number one, we are going to discuss simple sentences. Simple sentences means that either we are going to make, there are many types of sentences. And as you know that whenever we will go, wherever we will go, without this language, that nobody can discuss in any other language. It can be removed the barrier in between two countries. So it is very essential for us. It is very essential for us to learn English. Why learning is an international language? This is the reason either there are many people who wants to do the job in other country, but because they will know about it that they cannot do so. Either if they will go over there so that they can understand the language, and then quite easily they can communicate. So we have discussed about simple sentences. In simple sentences, do remember that we have one subject and one predicate. Now what is predicate? Predicate, do always remember that we are having a verb, and then we are having the subject. One subject is there and one predicate is there, which means that a simple sentence. For example, I go to Karachi, they go to Lahore, they study together, they come from America. So here you will see there are some sentences where subject has been written as well as remaining part is called predicate. You will see one more example of simple present or simple sentences. We went to St. John yesterday. If we will separate this sentence we and then verb second verb, remaining part of the sentence has been written so that it is called simple sentence. In simple sentence doesn't mean that the negative and the question will not come. The negative sentence and the questions are also included. All right. On the other hand, whenever we are going to divide the sentences so that the compound as well as the complex sentences are over there, in compound sentence, you do remember that we will have to use coordinating conjunction. In coordinating conjunction, what do we have to do? Either next slide. In coordinating conjunctions, what do we have to do? We are having the relative pronoun as I have discussed. Who, when, where, while, what. These all are belong to correlative conjunction, or these are called relative pronoun. Whenever we are going to combine two sentences together by using relative pronoun, so it will become compound sentences. Next slide. For example, if I say I saw a man, yes, you can see here, this is example of simple sentence. Either the simple sentence can be assertive, simple sentence can be negative, or either the simple sentence can be a question. But over there, you will have to see only one subject is there and one predicate is there. So that here they have been divided. We is some pronoun and then it is separated by the other part of the sentence. On the other hand, verb and prepositional phrase has been written, which means that here we are talking about predicate. So this whole or complete part is called simple sentence. Next is, see, compound sentence has more than one part that can stand alone. Independent clause or dependent clause. As I have told you that there I saw a man and he is kind to animal. So there are two different sentences. But these two different sentences, if I am going to combine, so I will have to use what? Relative pronoun. Relative pronoun, I have already told you that who, whose, whom, that, which are all relative pronoun. So on a board, I am going to give the example to you more about it, how the compound sentence can be made. Sir, where is board? I wanted to give the example to the student, or you can change the slides too. So one sentence is called independent, or what we have to do that we will have to use dependent or independent clause. So dependent or independent clause are very essential in compound sentences. One should be depend on the other one. So in these two sentences, I saw a man, that is independent sentence because over there we are using subject and then I saw a man. A complete part has give the proper meaning to you. So the sentence which is going to give the proper meaning to you, which means that this is independent sentence. Okay? On the other hand, we are using he is kind to animal. So he is kind to animal means this sentence depends on another sentence. Sir, I need to use a word. So which can be independent sentence. So the complete part is called I saw a man who is kind to animal. Because whenever we are talking about the person, so person can be replaced by who. WHO, who. I saw a man who is kind to animal. So the complete part of a sentence is called compound sentence, which means where we are using clause. Now one more sentence you can see here. No, back. Yes. So here you can see there are two sentences are there. We went to San Juan and most of us danced all night. So again there are two sentences have been there. One is independent, we went to San Juan, and then one is dependent on first one. The next part is and most of us danced all night. So whenever we are going to combine these two sentences, so that what do we have to do? We will have to use who, whose, whom, relative pronoun, or either we can also use conjunction, especially and, but, so, as, so on. So here we have used and. We went to San Juan and most of us danced all night. Or one more example, that we went to San Juan, where most of us danced all night. We can also use where over there instead of and. The reason behind it that two different sentences we are going to combine together, and when two sentences or two clauses we are going to combine together, which means that we are talking about compound sentences. Now you will see that we have broke two sentences. We is subject, went is verb, and to San Juan is a prepositional phrase. Do remember prepositional phrase is called like we are using to and then whatever the part has been written, so which can also be called the object. On the other hand, and is written, and is coordinating conjunction. If it is written who, which, whom, where, that, so this is also called coordinating conjunction or relative pronoun. Then most of us again subject, dance, verb, all night, modifying phrase, right? So these are the part of the sentences. If we will separate them, so which means that we are talking about simple sentence. But whenever we are going to combine together, so which means that we are talking about compound sentence. Okay, now more example we are using. A woman is wearing black purse. One sentence. Number two sentence, she is my aunt. Two sentence. So you can see better there are two sentences are there. A woman is wearing black purse. She is my aunt. So two different sentences, whenever we are going to combine, we will focus the similar subject, a woman or she. These are the similar subject. We will have to omit only one. So whenever we are going to omit one, we need to use relative pronoun, which is called correlative conjunction. How? We will write a woman is wearing black purse is my aunt. So that after woman or we can use who. Okay. A woman who is wearing black purse is my aunt. So a woman and who, this gives the relation of the subject. Clear? One more example regarding this I am going to give you. Okay, I have a pet cat. His name is Tom. Right? Again, two different sentences I have given. I have a pet cat. His name is Tom. So when we are going to combine these two sentences, we will have to use that. We will have to use who, or we can also use whose. How? It can be after the subject, it can be in between the sentence. Both ways are correct. I have a pet cat whose name is Tom. This is also one of the example of compound sentence. Any problem till here? One more example. Either we are usually in our daily life, you can see, I like supposed to. I like ice cream. Ice cream to eat. But my sister hate it. Again, beta, there are two sentences, but how the two sentences make one sentence by using but. Okay? So that no need to confuse wherever these type of sentences will come, so that you will think about how you will have to combine by using correlative conjunction and relative pronoun. Once again, I am going to writing here the what are the relative pronouns so that you may know. And one by one, we will also discuss about the relative pronoun. See, relative pronoun. Okay. So you can see who, whom, whose, that, which, where, whosoever, whosoever, or whomsoever, whomsoever. Okay? These are your relative pronoun which can be used in sentences. On the other hand, as we have discussed the conjunction yesterday or day before yesterday, but and so for okay, connectivity is there. So these are also included in the compound sentences. Now come to the slides. All right. Okay. So the same thing which we have discussed over there, these are here. Okay, now listen. First, we will complete all the slides, and then at the end, we will going to do the quick feedback on the board so that you may revise all the sentences over there on board. Immediately, we are not going to be moved from there. Yes, next slide, next. G. You can see that my parents got a severe cold. Consequently, they had to cancel their vacation. So here we have used the connectors consequently in this sentence, and this is the adverb, but here we will call it conjunctive adverb. Why? Because we are working as a conjunction here. Some people like basketball, other prefers ball. So that whenever clause or phrase have been combined, we will put semicolon in between two sentences. But we can also use some people like basketballs and other prefer baseball. So this also be correct sentences by using and. Next. G. On the other hand, we are talking about now the complex sentences. So simple and then compound sentence we have discussed. We have discussed the examples as well. Now we are going to discuss the complex sentence. As the complex means was obviously complicated, somehow difficult. So that's why the name has been given a complex sentence. So a complex sentence had at least two parts, one that can stand alone, another one that cannot. Similarly, like independent or dependent clause. The part that cannot stand alone is linked to the rest of the sentence by subordinating conjunction. Now, what are subordinating conjunction? Subordinating conjunction is what? Subordinating conjunction, that the part which we are going to use in between the sentence is called subordinating conjunction. Next slide. Yes, the dependent one can be stand with the independent one. The dependent one sentence stand with the independent one, Sama. So it is called your complex sentence. So next is, since my boyfriend and I wanted to have fun, we went on Saint John yesterday. As you do remember, we have discussed about the same sentence in the compound sentence, so that we will get over there and over there we will have to dance all night. Here we are talking about that since my boyfriend and I wanted to have fun, we went to St. John yesterday. The sentence we are using here as a subordinating conjunction. Either it is not necessary all the time whenever we are going to use these type of words, subordinating conjunction, it can come in the beginning of the sentence. It is not very essential. It can also become at the end of the, in between the sentences whenever we are going to combine two or more than two sentences. One more thing you do remember that whenever we are going to make the sentence of complex, so you may remember this, it is not necessary only two clauses will come. Whenever we are talking about two clauses, so that two clauses means we are talking about compound sentences, right? If we are using more than two sentences, which means that we are talking about complex sentences. So this is the difference in between compound and complex sentences. And over there, we are also using most probably the relative pronoun, and here we are using most probably the what do we say, subordinating conjunction, as it has been written over there. Now, next slide. G. Complex sentence, subordinating conjunction. You will see. Since we wanted to have fun, so since is what? Subordinating conjunction. The related sentence has been written part that cannot stand alone. We wanted to have fun, but for what? We don't know. On the other hand, if you will discuss about the subject and the predicate, you will see we and went to said Juar yesterday. So which means that it gives the complete meaning to you. A simple sentence always gives the complete meaning to you, and then resting of the part will give you incomplete meaning to you. So that can be combined together. We can also use is we went to San Juan yesterday since we wanted to have fun, right? So this can also be the correct one. Next. Now, if complex and the compound sentences are combined together, so which type of sentences can we make? No need to confuse. The simple is whenever we are going to, especially whenever we are going to do the précis writing, whenever we are going to do the paragraph writing, so that over there we are not going to use only the compound or the complex sentence. All these sentences have been combined together. So when all the sentences have been combined together, which means that the compound and complex sentences are written together, are called compound and complex sentences. This type of sentence has more than one part that can stand alone and at least one that cannot. Means a few sentences can be standalone and resting of the sentence cannot be standalone. The same case in dependent or independent clause. Notice how the different conjunctions link the different part of the sentence. Means we are using and, we are using but, we are using who, we are using whom, we are using which, we are using that. So there are different ways of writing, and then we do understand, and then we will have to write it down more than one conjunction. So whenever we will see more than one conjunction have been written in a one sentence, which means compound and complex sentences there. So next slide. Next. Okay. So now compound and complex sentences are there. You will see since we wanted to have fun, and then the resting part of the sentence, this part can be stand alone. My friend and I, this can be the subject. And then I went to San Juan. And we danced all night. So you will see the blue one part is also called your subject. And then went to San Juan is your predicate. And then again we are using coordinating conjunction by using and we dance all night. So you will see how many parts it has been divided, 1, 2, 3, and then fourth part. So you can see I told you two sentences, a simple sentence which we have already discussed, simple sentence. It can be in negative form, it can be in a question form. This is called but simple sentence, right? On the other hand, compound we have discussed, either we will have to use and, but, coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, relative pronoun, but two sentences are there. On the other hand, we have discussed complex sentences where two or more than two sentences we can use, and obviously according to that we can also use the coordinating conjunctions or relative pronoun. Now compound and complex sentences, whenever we are going to combine subordinating conjunction as well as relative pronoun together, here you will see since has been written, as well as we are using and, so which means that multiple sentences are coming together. This is called compound complex sentence. I will give you more example, and first we will complete the slides and then we will go on board and then write down more example, easy examples for you so that you may understand more about it. Next. Okay. So now come to the more example of each sentences we are going to discuss. Sir, give the access to me so that I can see the board. One by one, we are going to take the feedback of this. You will see simple sentence. Any sentence can be simple sentence, right? Simple one. Simple sentence. Simple sentence. Okay. For example, I got highest marks. Highest marks. Simple sentence. Okay. I don't hurt you. It can also be in a question form that do you agree with me? Clear? So these are the example of simple sentences, or either we can use any tense. I don't think so you are having a problem in simple sentences. On the other hand, if we will talk about compound sentence, so that you can see I met a girl who belongs to a poor family. We are using here who. If simply is that who belongs to a poor family, the sense is not clear to whom we are talking about. That's why if we will read the complete part of the sentence, I met a girl who belongs to a poor family, which is a complete sentence, right? Now, next is one more example I am going to give. I have seen a very beautiful full dress which is very expensive to buy. Here you can see I have seen a very beautiful dress which is very expensive to buy. So here again we are using relative pronoun which, and then two sentences are there. If simply I say which is very expensive to buy, so the sentence will not give the complete meaning. So complete meaning can be given by when we are writing the full sentence. Now come to the complex one, a difficult one, a little bit difficult one. Okay. Complex sentence. Now, my family has never gone to Washington. My family has never gone to Washington. Okay, Washington. We have seen Boston, the Boston. So according to the requirement of the sentence, what do we have to use here? And, but, as, although. What do you think will come? Any idea? My family has never gone to Washington. We have seen Boston. It can be my family. My family has never gone to Washington. Washington, but we have seen the Boston. Boston. Seen the Boston. Right? Complex sentence. Let me see. We are going to erase it. One more example I am going to write down here. Although can also become at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Although, O-U-G-H, although we all have participated in debate competition, but only Ali has got first position in it. This is the example of complex sentences. Now, on the other hand, we are going to discuss about compound complex sentence by writing the example. But till here, if you are having any query or any sentence is not clear to you, so do ask me. I will just tell more example to you so that you may understand it. No problem. So now we are going to discuss compound complex sentence. Last one. Compound complex sentence, where more than one sentence can be written. So what do we write? The man, as the man are working continuously on the project and never take the help, and never take the help, take the help from anyone, else, as the men are working continuously on the project and never take the help from anyone else. Who complete their task, complete their task timely, right? So here you will see that more than one sentences are coming by using correlative conjunction as well as relative pronouns whenever correlative conjunction and the relative pronoun are coming combinedly. These are called compound complex sentences. There are many more examples you will find whenever you will search something. You will just open the book, and then either, especially when you are going to write down the summary writing, in essay writing most probably you will have to use, but you don't know here you are writing about, or you're writing the compound complex sentences, but these are very essential whenever we are writing the sentences. So simple, compound, complex, and the compound complex sentences we are using. I hope so everybody knows about it now, nobody is having a problem in it. If still something is coming in your mind, you may discuss with me. You can ask quite easily with me. We will discuss more about it. Once again, I am going to repeat what you will have to do. We will talking about the simple sentence. So do remember subject and predicate are very essential to write. Predicate means verb plus object. These are necessary in a simple tense, simple sentences. On the other hand, whenever we are talking about the compound sentence, so do remember here we will have to use conjunction or relative pronoun. Who, whom, whose, they, whosoever. These can be used. For example, the girl who is working in this company is my sister. So here I am using who is my sister, right? On the other hand, complex sentences we are talking about. So over there we will have to use subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction is necessary to use in the complex sentences because we are just enhancing two or more than two sentences, because one can be independent and two sentences are dependent on the independent sentences. On the other hand, compound and complex sentences, which we can where we can combine both sentences, compound as well as complex sentences, and over there we will also use relative pronoun on subordinating conjunctions. If we are not using it, which means we are talking about other sentences, but if we are using both of them, which means we are combining compound and complex sentences. The example I have written over there. So now time is up. Thank you so much. I hope the sentences structure can be clear to you. So we will meet inshallah next class. Allah Hafiz.